Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the harsh lighting, it's kind of late. It's 7:30 on the dot and I already filmed the intro for this video, but I was about to start editing the video and realized how much I hated it, so I'm refilming it. Basically this video is, you saw the title, I shouldn't have to tell you twice, but it's Booktubers Choose My TBR for the month of May. So I reached out to like a ton of booktubers. There had to be like 12-ish booktubers, and I got some responses and I basically picked the ones I want to read. Maybe I'll make this kind of like a series type situation, but I picked based off the recommendations they gave me what books I was going to read. So I chose 3. Maybe we can make this like a series type jam situation, but the 3 I chose, the 3 people that are going to be featured in this video, is Kendall, Tiffany, and Jaylene. I've been obsessed with all 3 of them. I literally love all the content. I don't know if you're watching the video, they probably aren't, but if they are, hi. So those are the 3 that got back to me. I'm going to be reading a book that they recommended to me. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into the video. I was just watching the intro and realized how you just know I was tired in the intro because I looked it, I sounded like it was insane. I hated the intro, but we're gonna get in. We started with Kindle, so we're gonna jump in with the video. I just had to refilm that because the first intro was treacherous, girl. Like, I'm saving you. Thank me now, because girl, that first intro was insane. Like, had to cut the whole thing, scratch it, but let's get into the video because now I'm rambling. I was like, hey Kendall, I'm making a YouTube video and I was wondering if you'd like to pick out a few of your favorite books for me to read. Any genre, any book, could be on Kindle Unlimited or not, it's up to you, lol. I just need recommendations for the vid and proud of you. Love your content, by the way. I sent this message to everybody. Yes, I did. And I show no shame. I don't know how people make personalized messages for everybody. I just couldn't. I was literally copying and pasting and just changing the name. Sorry. I can't help it. I'm just lazy, or dare I say, just a minimalist. Like, I'm sorry. Everybody got the same message, and I literally just changed her name. But that's beside the point. She responded, and she was like, she sent multiple recommendations. She sent Better Than the Movies, 7-Year Slip, The Fake Out, The Naturals, and Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing, I was definitely not getting into. And let me just say this right now. I have no hate for Fourth Wing or the second book or whatever it's called. I just don't maybe I just don't know enough about it to be like interested and want to read it. But there's been a lot of hype about it. I've been seeing it everywhere. Some people like the second book, don't like the first book. So I'm gonna just hold off on Fourth Wing until it's like died down a little bit. I'm gonna let it cool off a little and then probably jump into Fourth Wing. But it's also just like a humongous book. But anyways, I was gonna read The Naturals because I've been wanting to read it for a while. It's on my TBR. But then I saw this when I was just walking around in Walmart, and I was like, it has to be a sign. It was the last one, and she recommended it to me, and I was like, I have to get it. Like, she recommended it. This was the only one they had, and I was like, this has to be a sign. This was the only one. The last one, this was the only book she recommended me that was in that store. So I was like, it has to be a sign. Like, this bright yellow cover. I was gonna read The Naturals, but they only had the whole series, and I think I'm really gonna like the Naturals series, but I didn't really want to buy it right now. So we're gonna read the 7-Year Slip, which I'm actually really excited about. I've heard a lot about this book as well, but I think it went viral because of Destiny Sidwell, I think is what I heard. Don't quote me on that though. But we're gonna read the 7-Year Slip. I'm actually kind of really excited. I don't know too much about it, but that's usually how I go about these kinds of situations. So 7-Year Slip, today is April 23rd. So am I starting this video a little early? Yeah, but just so I can get it out at a decent time, because if I don't, I'm a slow reader. If I don't, this video will probably never come out, to be completely honest. So we're gonna start right now because I really want to start this today. So yeah, that's the vibes. Also, thank you Kendall for responding. I actually really appreciate it. and I hope I like the book you recommended, even though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it we'll see. But yeah, thanks for the rec, because I probably honestly wouldn't have bought this if you didn't recommend it. So just being honest, being complete transparent. Hi guys, it's the next day. I don't know if I told you what day it was yesterday, but yesterday was the 23rd, today's 24th. I'm about to go to classes. I have a presentation to give today, so we're a little business casual today, taking it serious mindset. I have a presentation. This is my final. Am I a little nervous? Just like a little bit, like a tad bit, but I'm gonna be fine, hopefully, and then hopefully I get a good grade. Look at the piece we made. If you don't know, I'm a graphic design major. This exam is for my modern art class. Look at the piece. I had to work with a partner, and this is what we came up with, which is so epic. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. The 7-Year Slip. I just looked up this book, and it came out last year. So like, was this an anticipated read? Like, were people expecting this, or was it like it dropped and then blew up after? Or did it just blow up as soon as it came out? Like, was this like an anticipated read? I never read a book by Ashley Paulson, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking the crowd. I really don't know. But last night, I only read the first chapter because I had to go cook, or else I would have starved. So, adulting. That's fun, but I had to go eat, and I just didn't pick it up again. I ended up falling asleep after I ate. That's not the point, though. Read through the first chapter. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. There's no kind of update or anything, because it was like literally the first 15 pages. So yeah, reading this today. I'm gonna go to class, get my presentation, come back, read some more, hopefully finish it soon. Guys, I got other books when I got the 7-Year Slip. I don't know if I mentioned that, but look what I got. I'm so excited to read this. Like, I don't think anybody understands. I didn't read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder or whatever. I want to read it now that I have this, but I haven't read that series. So this is my first Holly Jackson book, and I'm really excited to read it. And then I also picked up The Giver, which I had to read in middle school and I didn't understand, but I've seen the movie and I love the movie, so I got the book so that I could read it again. Yeah, little book haul, mini book haul, that situation. I have to get ready for classes. My camera ran out of storage. Anyways, I have to get ready for classes. I was saying I have to be out of here in about 10-15 minutes, but I'm gonna read, grab a snack, and then get my book bag together and head to class. I don't know if I want to take my camera with me to class, because I'm gonna do some reading while there, but I think I'm gonna leave you guys here because I'm a little scared about vlogging in public. So still getting used to that. So I'm gonna leave you here, and I'll see you guys when I get back later, hopefully with an update. My first class was canceled, so we're gonna start reading. Y'all, I'm on page 130 of this book. I don't know how many days later it is. For some reason, I've been reading this book really slow, so that's that on that. But I'm on page 130 and I'm actually in love, and I don't know how to explain this without giving any spoilers, but I'm intrigued to figure out what happens at the end, just for the simple fact that I don't know how that would work out. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. I don't really want to spoil it, but yeah, I'm intrigued about that part. Look at my tabs. They're so cute. Stop looking at me. There we go. They're actually so cute. I tabbed so much. I love this book. I love freaking Iwin. That's how I say it. If I pronounce it wrong, I don't want to know the right pronunciation, okay? So I love Iwin. I like, why do I never know the characters' names? Like Clementine And I love the nickname that he gave her, Lemon. I think that's actually so adorable. So I kind of hope in the end that they end up together, even though I don't know how that would work out. But I love this book so far. Thank you, Kindle, for recommending it, because I probably would have never picked it up if it weren't for you. Just because, I don't know, books that tend to get quite a bit of hype, I tend to stay away from until like the hype has died down. And I've seen this book everywhere, and I'm really enjoying it more than I thought I would. I've never read a book by Ashley Foster before. I don't know if she has other books, but love this so far. And I like how recent it is. Like, there's mentions of like TikTok and like slang from like current, like today's kind of slang, you know what I'm talking about? Because some books just like don't do that. I haven't read a book like that. I like how recent this book is, and I know it came out in 2023, so maybe that's why. Maybe she's just trying to pertain to a certain audience. But I like the writing in this book, I like the slang, and I like how relatable it is with like TikTok and everything, if that makes sense. But so far I'm loving this. I don't know, I honestly can't say too much without spoiling it, so I'm not gonna say too much. But love it so far. Honestly, I don't think it'll be a 5-star, but I think it's gonna be like a high 4, because I'm actually really enjoying it, and I haven't been able to put it down like all day. I've been reading all day, but I've only got so far, as I mentioned. So I'm reading this book really slow for some reason, but I kind of don't even really mind, because I kind of don't even want it to be over. Like, I just want everything to be go happy, go lucky right now. I don't want it to like end, you know, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm explaining this really bad, but I feel like you know what I mean. So I'm gonna keep reading, and hopefully I can finish it within the next few days so I can start the next book. But yeah, so far the 7-Year Slip, good read so far. If you're thinking about reading it, maybe you should read it, because I actually really enjoy it, and we could talk about it together. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to reading my book, because girl, I want to know what happens. So back to the 7-Year Slip. Hi guys, it's the next day. I think I'm pretty sure I spoke to you last night, but I read quite a bit of the 7-Year Slip. We have this much left, and I must say, I know I keep giving updates for this book, but I feel like there's just so much to say about it. So for right now, all I'm gonna say is I didn't think I was gonna love the characters in this book as much as I loved them. I think earlier in the video I said that this probably wouldn't get a 5-star for me. I think it's gonna get a 5-star. And I say that because last night I was reading it and I was like, one more chapter. And I got to the end of the chapter and I was like, one more chapter. And then I got to the end of the chapter and I was like, one more chapter, like I'll be fine. And then I stayed up to 2 a.m. reading this book. And I literally love the characters. I love James. I love Clementine. I love the nickname. I love their friends. And I'm really hoping that this works out for them. I have like, we're probably like, I don't know how much through the book. I want to say like 70, but there's only a little bit of this left. So like maybe 80% of the way through the book. But I'm stressed because 1, I don't want it to end. And 2, I don't know if I'm gonna get the ending that I want. And I don't want to not get the ending that I want and then the book be over and then me be devastated, you know? So I'm kind of glad I'm taking my time reading this book, even though last night I was like zooming through these pages. I've been taking my time because I simply do not want to be over. I love the world. I like the concept of the whole 7-year thing. I didn't know how that was gonna work out, and it's working out in a way that I did not expect. And I just love them two together, and I just really want this to work out for them. I want everything to work out, the book to work out, the restaurant, the relationship, the friends, like just everything. This just has to work out for me, for my sanity, for my mental state, because if it doesn't, I'll probably cry. I was crying earlier in this book and I don't even know what I was crying about. Maybe it was last night, maybe I was just being hysterical because it was late, it was 2 a.m. But I was crying and I didn't even know I was crying. I was wiping my eyes and I was like, what the heck? I was crying. And to be fair, there was like a part that really made me sad, but like I didn't expect to cry. So for that reason, I'm almost 100% certain that this is gonna get a 5-star from me, because I was crying and I didn't even know it. Like, what? But I love this book, and it's crazy to say last month I read Love in Other Words. In February, I think I read it, and that was like my all-time favorite book. I love that book. It's actually right here in front of me. Hold on one second, if I can get it without you guys falling, because you are on top of a stack of books. I read this in February and I love this. I still love it. I still give it 5 stars. I love this book, but I think this might be over this just a little bit, and I don't even know how I feel about saying that, because I love Macy and I love Elliot, but like Clementine and James, I love this. I love this so much. So this, honestly, if I had to choose, maybe it's just because I'm reading this right now, but I love this so much. So sorry, Love in Other Words. I still love Love in Other Words, but this book right here is just doing it for me, and I love it. So we're going to continue reading it. Hopefully I can finish it today. I always say that and then end up never finishing it the day I say I want to finish it. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully I can finish it today, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the characters, the concept, literally everything. I love all of it. Thank you so much, Kindle. I feel like I keep saying that, but I love this book so much, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have picked this up. So thank you so much for the recommendation, because I'm actually obsessed. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, let you guys know how I was feeling about the book. Hopefully I can finish it and we can start the next one soon, because I feel like I've been reading this forever. So if this is a long video, I'm sorry. But I just, oh my gosh. I present lunch and we're waiting for Miss Tiffany's video to drop. So Tiffany dropped the video. No, I'm joking. You're gonna be so close to me. Back up, reverse. We're waiting for Tiffany's video to drop. It's like lunchtime and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna watch Tiffany, who actually recommended a book for this video, but we'll get to that later. She'll probably be next, because it's a book I'm actually really excited for and it's kind of long. So hopefully Tiffany's next after I finish this bad boy right here. But I'm gonna eat because I'm actually starving. It's almost 4 o'clock and I haven't ate yet today. Yeah, let me eat. I'm not connecting dots right now. There's no way this man is her son. Like, there's no way. I refuse to believe. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse. No, there's not even any way. I'm overreacting. I just need to read the book. Calm down. OMG. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Hey. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine. I'm not gonna cry. This is crazy. guys, it's over. I finished the 7-year slip, and I don't know whether I should be happy or sad. The ending was happy. It was a happy ending. It ended the way I wanted it to, even though I kind of thought it wouldn't. I'm glad it ended the way I wanted it to. I don't know what it is about James / Iwin, but I love him so much. I don't know if it's just because of my brain. Like, he's a man in uniform. He's literally has a career, has a job. He loves her so much. Like, I don't know. I'm in love with that one. So Clementine's kind of a lucky gal because I fell in love with that man. So that's unfortunate. But I'm sad it's over because I didn't want it to end. Like, so yeah. I'm a little sad. I was a little emotional. I got kind of sad. But all in all, I give this book 5 stars. I really like this book. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. Look at my tabs. I tried to like match them as best as I could, but that was a 7-year slip. I don't know what else to say about it because I've been talking about it the whole video. So, the 7-year slip, 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I'm sad it's over. Does Ashley Paulson have more books, or like, is this a first, or like, somebody let me know, because we might have to start reading more Ashley Paulson because she ate with this, and now I am emotionally attached to the characters in the book, and I don't know if I'll ever see them or read about them again. So, 7-year slip, everybody. Round of applause. 7-year slip. You ate that, Ashley. You ate that. Hi guys. So we just finished 7-year slip, and I need to collect myself. And I'm gonna collect myself eventually, but until that happens, I'm gonna intro this next video, which was suggested / recommended by Tiffany, and I'm actually really excited for this one because I love Tiffany and I'm so glad that she got back to me. So Tiffany recommended that I read By Thread by Lucy. Is that what it's called? Yeah, By Thread, Lucy Score. I haven't read a Lucy Score book. That's a lie. I have read a Lucy Score book, and I think it was The Christmas Fix, which is obviously a Christmas book. I'm pretty sure that's her book. If it's not, that's embarrassing. But I read The Christmas Fix. That's the only book I've ever read by Lucy Score. I've heard a bunch about the Knock 'em Out series. I've actually been meaning to get into the Knock 'em Out series because it's on Kindle Unlimited, but I have not. Sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's obviously a little later, so it's getting dark. The lighting keeps changing. I know. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, back to what I was saying, which was Lucy Score. I just haven't got into it. I don't know. Maybe I just need to read it. But from all the reviews I've seen, because that's a TikTok heavy book, and everybody on TikTok has like mixed reviews, so I haven't got into that. But I have heard a lot about By Thread. Hello? You're awake? I thought you were asleep. I have heard a lot about By Thread. I just haven't read it. This is a hefty book, but I feel like all of Lucy Score's books are kind of hefty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of like thick books. So I don't know how long this is going to take me, but it is on my Kindle. So I don't think it's going to take me that long because I read kind of faster on my Kindle, I feel like. So next book, By Thread, I'm going to show you what our messages look like. I basically sent her the same message that I sent to Kindle. And then her recommendations were Juniper Hill, Heavy as a Crown, and By Thread. Juniper Hill I already read. If you don't know, I love the Eden series, and I think Juniper Hill is probably my favorite of the Eden series. I love that book, and then probably Sable Peaks is my second one because I love that one too. But Juniper Hill was probably most definitely my favorite one. I love that one. Even though I love all of the Edens, and I love the whole series, honestly. Like, I flew through that series, but I think Juniper Hill is just my favorite. But yeah, I already read that one. Heavy as a Crown. It wasn't at my Barnes, and it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and I wasn't really trying to order anything for this video. So we went with the next best thing, which was By Thread, which is on Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, that's how we're gonna read it on my Kindle. Hopefully I can get through this one a bit faster than I got through By Thread, just because this is a physical book, and like when it's nighttime, I read on my Kindle, and I don't have this on my Kindle. It's not on Kindle Unlimited, and and I wasn't buying it because I had the physical. So it took me a little longer to read this because a lot of reading I get done at night. I feel like most of my reading I get done at night. So I was reading on my Kindle, and I feel like that's kind of why it took me a while to read this book, because that's usually when I get most of my reading done. So I feel like By a Thread and the third book, why does this keep waking up? No wonder it's dead. I don't know why my Kindle's doing that. This book and the third book, the final book for this video, is also going to be on my Kindle, so I feel like I should fly through those. But yeah, By a Thread, we're going to get into this. I'm actually really excited. I don't know what it's about. But I kind of like, that's kind of what I do. That's my thing. I kind of like going into books blind. So I hope I like it. We're kind of really excited. We're going to get into this. I'm going to find a snack and regroup after the 7-year slip. And I will get back to y'all shortly. We're finishing up. Dang, what is this? By a Thread. Lucy Score. Literally almost done. So I'm going to finish it right now. Go. I can't even tap it right now. By a Thread, everybody, we finished her. So don't mind my appearance. I feel like I've had the longest, craziest day. Where's my phone? Today is April 30th, and I just finished By a Thread, and I like this book. I gave it a 4-star on Goodreads, but I feel like I would give it a 4.5. Like, I really like this book. I really enjoyed this book, and I read it a lot faster than I thought I would because this book is kind of chunky. I was going to pick up the physical copy, but I think I'm rolling back into my Kindle era. Like, I just don't want physical books. Like, I've tried. I went, because Funny Story came out last week by Emily Henry, and I was going to go get Funny Story and some other books, and I was just holding them. And I was like, I actually don't want these. Like, I don't want physical. So maybe I'll just get that on my Kindle, but that's besides the point. I'm getting off topic. I just finished By a Thread. And yeah, I loved it. Tiffany, thank you so much for recommending it because I really did enjoy it. I've never read a Lucy Score book that wasn't like seasonal. So this was kind of my first Lucy Score book in a way. It reminded me a lot of Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Like, as far as the plot, like, I don't know how to explain it. If you read it, I guess you can kind of see where I'm coming from. The epilogue did catch me off guard though. Like, I wasn't expecting that. But maybe because they're not the youngest people in this book, and I would be reminded of that in like the weirdest moments. Like in the beginning, like they're in like 39, 40. So like, I don't know. This is my first time reading about older people in a romance book, which was kind of wild. And I kept going back in my head being like, oh, they're like 20s, like they're in their prime. No. Like they're in their 40s, and every time I was reminded of it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. And then I would go back to being like, oh, they're literally in their 20s, it's fine. And then it'd be like, they're actually like in their 40s. So that happened to me. But like, other than that, which that wasn't even a con, that was just me kind of being a little bit slow. So there's that. But I really like this book, and I can't wait to read more Lucy Score books because she kind of ate with this. I really want to get into the Knock 'em Out series, so we'll see if I get in that. Can I speak? Like, please. We'll see if I can get into that soon. But yeah, By a Thread, ate it down, 4.75 stars. Thank you, Tiffany, because this book absolutely devoured. Okay, so now for our final book, let me pull it up on my Kindle. For our final Booktuber book recommendation, I'm actually really excited about this. It's Jaylene. So messages are right here, hopefully. But I messaged Jaylene the message that I sent everybody, and I'm trying to find them so that I can read them to you. And her recommendations she sent to me were The Predator, Off Limits, Phantom, and That Silk Love. So I really wanted to do Jaylene because, first of all, I just found her YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm trying to get it on my Kindle so I can show y'all the cover. But what was I saying? I found her YouTube channel recently and then I was immediately obsessed with her. So as soon as I found her, I had already DM'd like other booktubers and had plans to do other booktubers, and then she responded and I was like, I'm doing Jaylene. And I wanted to do her so bad because we have completely different like reading vibes. Like, she's not into the basic romance. Well, that's not basic. I'm not calling anybody basic. But like the usual romance kind of vibe, and I like that. Like, yeah, she does read romance. I'm not saying she doesn't read romance, but like she reads books that are like different, and I feel like books that don't really get all the like hype or whatever, like she reads just what she wants to read, and I admire her for that. So when she responded to me, I was like, yeah. I was gonna do somebody else, and then I was like, nah, I have to do Jaylene. So the books that she recommended to me, I'm gonna read Off Limits because it's on my Kindle. Because, like I said, I haven't really been into physical books recently. So, we're going to read Off Limits. This I'm excited for because I haven't read a cowboy romance in a hot minute. I'm pretty sure this is cowboy romance. I read the synopsis, but that was like a while ago. So, at this point, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure this is a cowboy romance. So, I'm excited for this. I haven't read a cowboy romance since Flawless. And that was a while ago. Like, I read Flawless forever ago, and I'm still not done with the series. I don't want to talk about it. So, we're going to read Off Limits. I'm actually really excited for this. I'm pretty sure this is a series, but this is book 1. So, yeah. I don't know if they can be standalones. I don't know if you have to read them all together, but, or like in order. But this is the book we're reading, and I'm actually really excited. The cover is nice, but like, I'm going to have to, I don't know, if somebody else saw this cover, they're gonna be like, what are you reading? And I'll just be like, girl, I can't even explain. Like, you just have to read it. So, I'm actually really excited for this. So, we're gonna start reading this. It's 7:07. Look at my doggy. It's 7:07. I literally just finished by a thread. So, we're about to hop into this bad boy because I really want to get into it. And this book isn't the longest, so this shouldn't take me too long to, read to finish, but we're gonna hop into this today right now. I just devoured, well, I didn't eat this whole thing, but like, it was like, I can't even explain to you. There was a little bit in here and I just ate them all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm about to whip out my Kindle because I haven't read it all today, and I didn't read it all last night, so I haven't started the book like I said I would. So we're going to start reading Off Limits by Emma Creed. Sorry if you can hear the TV. Yes, I'm watching SpongeBob. I have a problem with nostalgia. I just love it too much. But yeah, we're gonna start the book and chow down on some grapes. For some reason, I just have the munchies and I just want to eat everything in my house. So that's what I'm gonna do while I read. And yeah, so let's go. Let's get the party started. Guys, I came outside to read in my car because I don't know, the vibes are just different, and it's a really nice day outside today, but I don't want to sit outside because of bugs. So I'm gonna sit in my car and read for a little bit. I don't know, reading in the car just is different. If you haven't done it, you should try it. Hi guys, sorry about the whole setup change situation. I'm at home. School is over for me, so I'm kind of on summer break. So I've moved back into my home at home. I'm not at school anymore. So that's why the settings kind of changed. I know this video has been a tad bit chaotic, so my bad for that. But, you know, I digress, we keep going. So we just finished the last book of this video, which was Off Limits by Emma Creed. This book, okay, let me just explain a little bit. This book, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 stars, so thanks Jaylene for the recommendation. But the plot, well, not the plot, well, kind of the plot. You know, hold on, my dog's trying to get in. Come on. Hi, baby. So the plot, the book was very much giving Chestnut Springs, like cowboy situation. That's what it was giving to me. But you know, I love that book, so it doesn't even really matter. But that's really what this reminded me of, was Chestnut Springs, the vibes, the whole situation. I really like Garrett in this book, but I don't know what that says about me, but I really enjoyed Garrett. And I liked Macy, you know, she was cool. I really liked her at first. I don't know, it was just something about the, like, her bad girl type situation vibe. Like, she just was not there, or she was there but she didn't want to be there. I kind of enjoyed that part. But I really like this book. I don't know if I will keep reading the series because this is part of the Corrupt Cowboy series. I don't really know how many books there is in that series. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe I'll just keep going. But as of right now, I'm just going to read this one. I'll keep you updated if I read the series, though. I really will. But this book I really enjoyed. It didn't end how I expected it to. But, you know, that might kind of be a good thing. I feel like I'm usually pretty good at predicting the ending of books. But this one kind of got me a little bit coming up. I don't want to say caught me off guard. I just wasn't expecting it in that way. But yeah, I enjoyed this book. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I feel like I'm being a little awkward because of the new setting and the vibes, and my dog is right here beside me. But I hope you enjoyed the video because I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, you should subscribe. And if you didn't like it, you should find another video on my channel. Subscribe after that one. And I will see you guys next time I post, which will hopefully be soon. So I'll see you guys then. I don't really have anything to say at the end of this video. Look at my mug, though. It's Snoopy. Isn't that so cute? Period. See you next time I post.